Still somehow felt incomplete. I was looking for a reason, for a sign I could defend. Never thought the missing piece was right beside me all along. All the questions in my head, all the doubts I couldn't tame, started fading when you said my name. You are the answer to the silence in my chest. You are the answer when my mind won't let me rest. Every fear I couldn't face, every part I couldn't mend, all along I didn't see. You are the answer. I kept building up my armor, like I had to stand alone, carrying the weight of everything like it was mine to own. But you never tried to fix me, never told me who to be. You just stayed and let your presence do the quiet work on me. Yeah, every time I almost gave up, every time I lost my way, you were steady like a compass, pointing me back to faith. All the chaos in my mind, all the walls I built too high, fell apart without a fight. You are the answer to the ache I couldn't name. You are the answer to the part of me in pain. Not a perfect kind of rescue, not a lightning from above, just a simple, steady truth. You are love. You are the answer. You are the answer. I thought answers came in headlines, in a grand and shining sign, but they whisper in the ordinary. Show up right on time. You were never loud or forceful, never trying to impress, but every time I looked at you, my heart made sense. No more searching, no more running, no more trying to pretend. You are the answer in the middle of my doubt. You are the answer when the lights are going out. Every road that led me here, every tear I had to move through, every moment I survived was leading me to you. You are the answer, clear and true. Not what I expected, but exactly what I needed. You are the answer. I was looking everywhere for something I could prove, but the answer to my questions was always you.
There was a season I remember when the light felt far away. Every mirror held a stranger, every night I'll stay the day. I was walking through a tunnel with no promise of the end, holding on to quiet hope like a thread about to bend. All the plans I thought were certain fell apart inside my hands. I was learning how to stand without fully understanding. In the dark I found a whisper, soft but steady in my chest, saying just keep moving forward, even when you cannot rest. From shadows to sunrise, I'm crossing over slowly. Every tear that left my eyes was leading me to morning. From shadows to sunrise, I didn't see it at first, but every broken piece of me was something being reborn. There were days I felt invisible, like my voice had disappeared. Every step felt unfamiliar, every future unclear. scar a guiding line, turning pain into direction, turning doubt into design. In the silence I discovered strength I didn't know I had. Not the loud and shining kind, but the kind that lasts from shadows to sunrise. Color breaking through the gray. Every night they try to hold me, couldn't keep the light away. From shadows to sunrise, now I finally see the darkest rose was shaping the brightest part of me. No more fighting every memory, no more running from the past. I can stand inside the story, knowing storms don't last. The dark was never punishment, it was preparation. Every low was building up to this elevation. I can feel it on my skin, like the warmth is settling in. Yeah. From shadows to sunrise, I am stepping into gold. Every chapter that felt heavy was a chapter making me whole. From shadows to sunrise, now the rising is clear. I carry every lesson that once began in fear. From shadows to sunrise, this is where I rise. Not in spite of all the darkness, but because I walk through the night. The night didn't break me, it showed me the light. From shadow to sun. Courage looks like this, hands shaking but I don't quit, voice breaking when I admit I don't have it all figured out. Courage looks like this, one more step on the edge of it, heart racing but I commit. Even with all my doubts, I used to think that bravery was fearless and unscarred, like some kind of perfection that was bigger than my heart. I thought I had to conquer every weakness on display, hide the cracks and hesitation, keep the questions locked away. But standing here uncertain, still deciding not to run, feels stronger than pretending that I've already won. It's not about the spotlight, it's not about applause, it's about the quiet choice to move when you're unsure. Oh, courage looks like this, messy, honest, unpolished. Not a headline kind of risk, just showing up regardless. Courage looks like this, trying even when I miss, not waiting to be flawless to believe that I exist. Oh, there are days I feel the pressure, like the world expects a show, like I need a perfect answer before anyone can know. But growth isn't the action, not in having all the proof. It's in walking through the tension, still in line with what is true. Every time I raise my hand, even if my voice is small, every time I dare to try, even if I risk the fall, it's not the absence of fear, it's deciding to begin, knowing I might fail, but choosing to step in. Courage looks like this, not a fearless silhouette, just a human being who hasn't given up yet. Oh, courage looks like this, tears falling but I persist, imperfect and unlimited in the power to resist. Oh, let them see the trembling, let them hear the doubt, let them watch me learning what this is about. I don't need to be untouchable, I don't need to be above. The bravest thing I've ever I've done is choosing to show up. If I wait to feel ready, I'll be waiting all my life. So I move before I'm steady through the questions and the fight. Courage looks like this, stepping forward in the mist. Not a perfect masterpiece, just a heart that still insists. So courage looks like this, every scar and every risk. I am stronger than I was because I dared like this. Courage looks like this, oh, right here in the middle of it. Not flawless, not fearless, but fully committed. Hands shaking, still I stand. Hands shaking, still I stand. That's the bravest I have been. I used to think tomorrow was a place I had to chase, somewhere far beyond the skyline, waiting for a better day. Always looking at the distance, like a present wasn't enough. Never seeing how this moment was already shaping up. Every breath I'm taking, every choice I make is building something I can't see, but I know it's on its way. Every small decision, every risk I take is carving out the person I am meant to be. This is the future I'm going into. There's no sudden transformation, no overnight design, just a quiet accumulation of the seconds passing by. Every habit, every failure, every time I stand again is another breath of courage in the house I'm living in. I don't need a grand arrival or a perfect master plan. All I need is steady progress, one more step from where I stand. Every breath I'm taking, every word I say, that going beyond this room in ways I can't explain. Every doubt I conquer, every fear I face is shaping all the strength I'll carry one day. This is the future I'm growing into. Not something not far away, it's forming in the now. Sometimes growth feels invisible, like the tide beneath the shore. You don't notice it is moving till you're stronger than before. All the nights of quiet effort, all the unseen discipline, all the roots below the surface, holding everything within. I am not behind or early, I am right where it should be, turning crashing into promise, turning time to clarity. If I met my future self, would they recognize my face? Would they thank me for the courage I'm choosing every day? I think they'd say, keep going, keep trusting, keep showing up, because the life you're dreaming of is built in moments like this one. Every breath I'm taking, every chance I take is stretching out a horizon I'm already walking toward. Every step I'm making, even my mistakes are to. Right here in this moment, with nothing more to prove. The life I'm reaching for is the one I'm living through. We didn't know what we were doing. We just called it love, falling like we had nothing to lose, nothing to prove. We were reckless with our feelings, film words like they were light. Never thought about the meaning, never thought about the fight. You would roam when it got heavy, I would close up when it hurt. Two young hearts in a hurry, making magic, making worse. We were dancing on a thin line, calling chaos butterflies. Every red flag looked like sunrise through inexperienced eyes. Every tear we tried to hide, every truth we pushed aside, built the walls we had to climb just to say we tried. We were learning love the hard way, breaking just to understand how to hold without controlling, how to touch without demand. It wasn't easy, it was messy. We were young and unafraid, but every scar became a lesson, learning love the hard way. I remember cold December, silence louder than the rain, sitting in the same room but 1,000 miles away. You said, why does it feel so fragile? I said, why does it feel so tight? We were scared of being honest, so we turned off every light. Every argument a mirror showing parts we couldn't face, all the pride we held like armor, all the fear we wouldn't name. But somewhere in the breaking, something softer started to wake. Every tear we didn't waste, every truth we chose to say, turned the distance into space where love could stay. We were learning love the hard way, crying on the kitchen floor, fighting our bad, saying sorry. Hope is more than slamming doors. Oh, it wasn't perfect, it was painful. Every promise that we made, but every fall became a reason, learning love the hard way. Ooh, we never didn't shed. Ooh, we stayed when it got rough. Ooh, every almost over, it taught us how to love. Now when the silence tries to scare us, we don't run, we let it breathe. When the past begins to whisper, we don't hide, we let it speak. You don't pull the weight so quickly, I don't build a wall of doubt. We don't weaponize the distance, we just talk it out. It's not fireworks and headlines, it's not always butterflies, but it's steady like a heartbeat, soft and deep and alive. And I choose this kind of growing over easy every time. Maybe love was never simple, maybe that's the beauty of it. Every bruise became a symbol that we didn't want to quit. If I could go back to the start, I wouldn't skip the broken parts, 'cause every tear led us to who we are. We were learning love the hard way, holding on through every storm. Now the chaos feels like comfort, now the broken feels reborn. learns to love the hard way. We didn't know what we were doing, but we stayed, and somehow through the ruins love was made. I wasn't perfect from the start. I've fallen more than I can count. Every wrong turn, every dart was carving something out. I used to think one failure meant the end of who I'd be, but every time I broke apart, another version formed in me. I'm built by second chances. Every time I tried again, every door that closed behind me taught me how to begin. Ooh, I'm built by second chances, not by flawless plans, but by getting up repeatedly with trembling hands. Oh, built by second chances, not by flawless plans, but by getting up repeatedly with trembling hands. There were nights I almost gave up, let regret rewrite my name, let the weight of old mistakes convince me I should feel ashamed. But grace found me in the rubble, in the quiet after pride, not erasing what had happened, just giving me new eyes. Every apology I whispered, every risk I dared to take, every lesson learned the hard way, turned my weakness into strength. Ooh, I am not the sum of failures, I am proof that I can change. Every comeback left a mark, but none of them were in vain. And I'm built by second chances, by the mercy of retreat, by the courage to admit I wasn't right the first time. I'm built by second chances. Every scar and every bend, every fall that didn't end me made me who I am. What if the breaking was a blueprint? What if the loss was part of growth? What if the door that slammed behind me led me closer to my home? Ooh, I don't fear a wrong decision like I used to in the past. I know healing isn't instant, but resilience always lasts. If I stumble, I will steady. If I falter, I will stand. I have learned that every setback can rebuild a stronger man. And found another way. I'm built by second chances, not by never falling down, but by standing in the aftermath and turning it up around, turning up around. Oh, I'm built by second chances. That's the truth I understand. It's not perfection that defines me, it's the courage to begin. Every ending left an opening, every loss became a lens. I am not what I've been through, I am built by second chances.
I try to fight it with my own hands, try to reason with the rain, build a shelter out of logic, but it couldn't stop the pain. Every setback felt like failure, every door a solid wall. I kept pushing harder forward, but I wasn't moving at all. I thought strength but never bending, never showing I was scared. So I carried every burden like I had to prove I cared. But the way through was love, not the armor, not the pride, not the plans I held too tightly, just the heart I kept inside. When the road was falling under, when the night was far too long, the way through was love all along. Oh, there were moments I felt empty, like the light had disappeared. Every answer turned to silence, every silence fed the fear. I was searching for a shortcut, for a door already wide, never noticing the gentle hands that never left my side. You didn't fight my battles for me, you just showed me how to stand, how to breathe inside the chaos, how to open up my hands. And the way through was love, not a miracle above, not a sudden revelation, just enough, just enough. When the ground beneath was shaking, when I thought that I was done, the way through was love, one by one. It was patience in the waiting, it was mercy in the fall, it was choosing to stay open through it all. Now I see it in the small things, in the way we choose to stay, in forgiveness without counting, in the words we dare to say. Every trial left a lesson, every scar a quiet proof that the hardest roads are softened by a steady kind of truth. I don't need to win the struggle, I don't need to stand above. All I needed was the courage to believe enough in love. Love was never weak or fragile, never meant to just survive. It's the steady hand in darkness, it's the reason we arise. Not a shield to block the sorrow, not a way to skip the pain, but the light that keeps you walking through the storm, through the rain. If I ever lose direction, if I'm blinded by the doubt, I'll remember what carried me in and out. 'Cause the way through was love, through the fire, through the flood, through the nights I couldn't see it, through the weight inside my blood. It was quiet, it was constant, it was never pushing hard, just a steady kind of power beating in my heart. The way through was love, not the fight, not the shove. Every wall I thought would break me opened up because of love. And if I ever face the dark again, I know what I'm thinking of. The way through was love.
I don't need to raise my voice to prove that I'm alive. I I don't need to win the room to know that I'd survive. There were days I used to tremble with the pressure in the air, trying hard to be unbreakable, like I wasn't scared. The strength is not a spotlight, it's not louder than the crowd. It's that choice to stay steady when the world gets loud. I can feel the wind against me, feel the doubt around. Still my feet are planted on solid ground. I'm holding my ground, even if my hands shake, even if my voice cracks with every word I say. I'm holding my ground, not because I'm strong, but because I've learned where to belong. I don't need to fight every battle, I don't need to prove my worth. There's a power in the posture of knowing what I deserve. I've been bent by expectations, I've been shaped by fear, but I'm done with chasing approval. I'm choosing to stay here. Every time I almost folded, every time I almost ran, I discovered quiet courage was already in my hands. It's not armor, it's alignment, not resistance, it's resolve. It's the calm inside the chaos that refuses to dissolve. Let the pressure try to move me, let the noise surround. I am not collapsing, I'm holding my ground, I'm holding my ground. Even when it's unclear, even when the future doesn't feel near, I'm holding my ground with nothing left to prove. Not pushing, not breaking, just choosing to stay true. I don't have to be the loudest, I don't have to be the best, I just have to keep my balance with my heart inside my chest. If the room begins to shake, if the light begins to fade, I will not abandon the progress that I've made. Steady doesn't mean I'm feeling strong, doesn't mean stone. It just means I trust myself enough to stand alone. No shouting, no running, just breathing and staying. I'm holding my ground through the doubt and the doubt again, through the questions in my head that say I should give in. I'm holding my ground, not flawless, not profound, just steady in the middle of everything around. I'm holding my ground, that's enough for now. The wind can rise, the walls can move, but I'm still here, and that's the proof.
It wasn't fireworks or headlines, no dramatic change of scene, just a quiet Sunday morning and a different way to breathe. No big speech or bold decision, no applause to mark the shift, just a subtle redefinition of the way that I used to live. I remember standing still with the window open wide and realizing I was different, though nothing changed outside. Sometimes the biggest moments don't arrive with sound, they settle in your chest without a crowd. Turning points in soft light, never loud, never bright, just a gentle kind of knowing everything's alright. Turning points in soft light happened over time, not in grand design, but in quiet state of mind. It was choosing not to argue when I used to raise my voice. It was letting go of proving and embracing softer choice. voice. It was walking past old patterns without stepping back inside. It was learning how to listen instead of always trying to guide. No dramatic transformation, no word, just a steady accumulation of small and steady words. I didn't feel for it. I didn't feel for it. I didn't see it forming. I didn't feel the rise, but growth was in the stillness right before my eyes. Not every change is thunder. Not every shift is flame. Sometimes it's just the courage to stay the same. Turning points in soft light, hidden in plain sight. Little shifts in attitude, changing how I fight. Turning points in soft light, falling into place. Not a sudden breakthrough, just a slower kind of grace. Maybe I was waiting for a moment that could frame something bold and cinematic, something easy to name. But life was rewriting quietly between the lines each day, and the person I was becoming was shaped in subtle ways. No spotlight revelation, no dramatic scene, just peace replacing pressure where chaos used to be. Soft light, slow change, new heart, same face, turning points in soft light. Turning points in soft light. Looking back, I see they were never far away. They were happening in me. Turning points in soft light, not loud but true. Every quiet decision built something new. Turning points in soft light. If I wake, no fireworks, no parade, just a different kind of strength being made. I've been caught inside the crossroads, felt the pressure in my chest. Every doubt a heavy whisper, saying I should give it rest. There were nights the ground was moving, like the walls would cave inside. Every plan I thought was certain shifted with the turning tide. But I learned to stand and shake and let the fear pass through my bones. Not every storm is meant to break you. Some are there to make you strong. I've got an unshaken heart, even when the world falls apart. Every crack just lets the light find a brand new place to start. I may bend, but I won't break. Every step is mine to take. Through the dark and through the spark, I'm an unshaken heart. I don't run from every shadow, I don't hide from every scar. Every bruise became a compass, pointing me to who I are. There were moments I felt small, like the weight was far too much. But resilience grows in silence, in the quiet after the rush. Now the tremble in my breathing doesn't mean I'm giving in. It's just proof that I am human, and I'm choosing strength again. If the sky comes crashing down, if the noise gets way too loud, I'll remember who I am, standing on solid ground. I got an unshaken heart, not a perfect work of art, just a steady kind of fire, burning steady in the dark. Every fall taught me to rise, every tear cleared my eyes. Through the doubt, through every scar, I'm an unshaken heart. Let the pressure test my patience, let the thunder roll above. I won't trade my inner balance for a temporary rush. Strength was never in pretending I was fearless all the time. It's in facing every fracture and still choosing to shine. Even when my hands are trembling, even when I feel the weight, there's a rhythm underneath it, saying I will be okay. You've got an unshaken heart. Through the chaos, through the dark, every setback left a mark, but it didn't tear me apart. I may bend beneath the strain, feel the sorrow, feel the rain, still my pulse remains the same. Unshaken, unshaken heart, still beating from the start. Through the noise and through the scars, I'm an unshaken heart. The ground can move beneath my feet, the wind can pull me far, but nothing's strong enough to break an unshaken heart.
Every crack I try to go, but every crack I try to go, every day I was tired of pretending I was stronger than I felt. Every crack I tried to cover, every doubt I never doubted. I kept building up defenses like they keep the pain away, but the walls I thought would save me kept the light out every day. You saw through the performance, through the armor I'd worn. You didn't ask for perfection, you just stayed when I was torn. You loved me into strength, not by pushing me to fire, by holding me in places I was scared to show the light. You loved me into strength, through the weakness, through the fear. Every time I thought I'd break, you were steady, you were here. There were nights I couldn't speak, when my voice was locked inside. You would sit there in the silence, letting all the noise subside. You never tried to fix me, never told me who to be. You just gave me room to grow into a braver version. Every tear that fell between wasn't something to erase. It was proof that I was healing in the safety of your grace. You didn't rush the process, you didn't need a pause. You just stood beside my shaking, you let love do what it does. You love me into the patience I had, turning fragile into fearless with a simple steady kiss. You love me into strength, not in loud heroic ways, but in small and constant choices made across the days. Strength was independent, standing tall without a hand. But strength is letting someone see you barely stand. It's the courage to be honest when you'd rather hide the truth. It's the power of being known and still being chosen to. You didn't give place where I could try. Not louder, not harder, just deeper and wiser. You love me into strength. Now I carry it alone, not because I have to, but because your love has grown. You love me into strength. Every scar and every bend, now the strength I stand on is the love you gave back then. You love me into strength. That's the truth I claim. I am not who I was before you came. But I couldn't build alone. You helped me become. You love me into strength. And now I stay. We used to fill the air with noise, talking just to feel. Every silence felt like distance, every quiet felt like space. I was scared of what would surface if the words were left unsaid. So I built my walls with questions, you just listen instead. Time kept moving, slowing, steady like a train I couldn't hear. But in the hush, between the heartbeats, something stronger was growing here. Stronger in the silence, where the echoes fade away. You didn't need the fireworks to prove we were okay. No dramatic declarations, no headline kind of love, just a quiet kind of courage that was more than loud enough. Stronger in the silence, that's where we came. More than what we shouted, more than just a name. There were nights we sat together, nothing but the ticking clock. No performance, no pretend, no more trying to unlock. Every pause a gentle teacher, every breath a steady guide. Learning how to hold the moment without something else to hide. I saw patience in your posture, you saw healing in my eyes. We were shedding old reactions, letting stillness reorganize. Stronger in the silence, where the tension used to live, we replaced it with a softness. Learning how to forgive. No applause for staying steady, no reward for staying true, but the quiet built a power I only found with you. Stronger in the silence, slow but undeniable. Every second that we stayed made us unbreakable. I used to think that love was louder, something you could always hear, but strength is in the steady rhythm of a presence that stays near. Not every battle needs a weapon, not every fear needs a fight. Sometimes growing means surrender, sometimes dark becomes the light. Now when heavy moments find us, we don't rush to fill the air, we just let the feeling settle, knowing we can meet it there. There's a comfort in the quiet, like a sunrise without sound. Every day a little deeper, every day more solid ground. What we built was never flashy, never easy to explain, but it's written in the way we stand steady in the rain. Stronger in the silence, where the noise no longer rules. We outgrew the need for proving, we outgrew the fear of losing. No dramatic declarations, no desperate need to shine, just a steady kind of promise, getting stronger over time, stronger in the silence. That's where love expands, not in what we're shouting, but in what we understand. We don't have to say it loudly, we don't have to say it twice. All the quiet in between us made us stronger. The silence. We were never in a hurry, never chasing after sparks, no dramatic declarations written in the dark. Just two hearts in separate seasons, learning who they had to be, growing roots before the branches reach for what could be. Time was moving all around us, people rushing into flame, but we let silence shake us, let impatience say our name. It wasn't loud emotion, it wasn't fast, but it was steady and built to last. Love that waited patiently, didn't bloom overnight, but it was quiet consistency, turning wrong into right. Love that waited patiently through the doubts and space. Now it stands so naturally in its rightful place. Slow burn, deep roots, just true. There were moments we stepped back, were times we had to let it breathe, choosing growth above the pressure, trusting what we couldn't see. Every year we kept becoming more aligned in who we are. Not a story made of fireworks, but a steady rising star. We learned how to hold the tension without tearing at the seams, letting distance teach us balance, letting patience build our dreams. It wasn't easy every day, but love was forming anyway. Love that waited patiently, didn't need to shout, it was building underneath while we figure ourselves out. Love that waited patiently, never forced its way, it just stayed and stayed and stayed till we were ready to stay. Some things fade when tested, some things fall apart, but what survives the waiting is the truest kind of heart. Every pause, conversation, every almost goodbye was another confirmation we were worth the time. No rush, no race, just time and grace. Love that waited patiently, now it shines so clear. All the years of growing slow brought us right here. Love that waited patiently through the in-between, turned into certainty, stronger than it seemed. Love that waited patiently is a love we chose, not because it came too fast, but because it rose. Oh, we didn't force the moment, we let the seasons be, and what was meant to find us waited patiently. Sana, stay patient, stay patiently. Sana, stay patient.
I'm not who I was last summer, not the same in certain parts. Every season leaves a lesson, every ending leaves a start. I'm still learning how to listen and still unlearning how to fear, still discovering new courage every single year. Growth isn't a final version, it's a rhythm, it's a flow. Some days forward, some days fragile, but I'm further than I know. And through every change in me, there's one thing that stays true. I'm still becoming, still reaching for the light, still shaping who I'll be with every wrong and right. And I'm still in love, still choosing you each day, not because it's perfect, but because we stay. Still becoming, still in love. You're not who you were either. We've both shifted over time, different dreams and softer edges, new perspectives in our mess. We don't fit the same as we did, we don't argue like before. We've replaced the need to win with understanding more. There are moments we're uncertain, moments we don't get it right, but we're braver in the tension. We don't run from every fight, we are changing, but we're not apart. We're still becoming, still learning how to grow, still finding deeper roots in the love we've come to know. And we're still in love, not frozen in the past, but choosing every version of us that lasts. Still becoming, still in love. Love isn't a finished picture hanging steady on a wall, it's a canvas that keeps shifting as we answer every call. If tomorrow makes us different, if new dreams begin to rise, we won't fear the evolution. We'll grow side by side, not holding on to who we were, but honoring who we've been and falling for each other again and again. No rival, no one, just growth and choosing again. We're still becoming, still reaching for the light, still shaping who we are with every day and night. And we're still in love, still steady, still enough. Through every changing season, we are stronger because we trust. Still becoming, still in love, still becoming, still in love. Not finished, not done, still growing as one. I try to fight it with my own hands, try to reason with the rain, build a shelter out of logic, but it couldn't stop the pain. Every setback felt like failure, every door a solid wall. I kept pushing harder forward, but I wasn't moving at all. I thought strength would never bend it, never showing I was scared. So I carried every burden like I had to prove I cared. But the way through is love, not the armor, not the pride, not the plans I held too tightly, just the heart I kept inside. When the road was falling under, when the night was far too long, the way through was love all along. Oh, there were moments I felt empty, disappeared. Every answer turned to silence. Every silence fed the fear. I was searching for a shortcut, for a door already wide. Never noticing the gentle hands that never left my side. You didn't fight my battles for me. You just showed me how to stand, how to breathe inside the chaos, how to open up my hands. And the way through was love, not a miracle above, not a sudden revelation, just enough, just enough. When the ground beneath was shaking, when I thought that I was done, the way through was love, one by one. It was patience in the waiting, it was mercy in the fall, it was choosing to stay open through it all. Now I see it in the small things, in the way we choose to stay, in forgiveness without counting, in the words we dare to say. Every trial left a lesson, every scar a quiet proof that the hardest roads are softened by a steady kind of truth. I don't need to win the struggle, I don't need to stand above. All I needed was the courage to believe enough in love. Love was never weak or fragile, never meant to just survive. It's the steady hand in darkness, it's the reason we rise. Not a shield to block the sorrow, not a way to skip the pain, but the light that keeps you walking through the storm, through the rain. If I ever lose direction, if I'm blinded by the doubt, I'll remember what carried me in and out. I couldn't see it, through the weight inside my blood. It was quiet, it was constant, it was never pushing hard, just a steady kind of power beating in my heart. The way through was love, not the fight, not the shove. Every wall I thought would break me opened up because of love. Dark again, I know what I'm thinking of. The way through was love. I was searching through the noise, every voice a different way, trying hard to solve the future like a problem I could break. Every plan I ever drafted left me circling the same. Every road I thought was certain still somehow felt incomplete. I was looking for a reason, for a sign I could defend. Never thought the missing piece was right beside me all along. All the questions in my head, all the doubts I couldn't tame, started fading when you said my name. You are the answer to the silence in my chest. You are the answer when my mind won't let me rest. Every fear I couldn't face, every part I couldn't was mine to own, but you never tried to fix me. Never told me who to be. You just stayed and let your presence do the quiet work on me. Yeah, every time I almost gave up, every time I lost my way, you were steady like a compass, pointing me back to faith. All the chaos in my mind, all the walls I built too high, fell apart without a fight. You are the answer to the ache I couldn't name. You are the answer to the part of me in pain. Not a perfect kind of rescue, not a lightning from above, just a simple, steady truth. You are love. You are the answer. You are the answer. I thought answers came in headlines, in a grand and shining sign, but they whisper in the ordinary.